So I'm kind of sick right now, and when I'm sick, I start to get mad. So let's discuss something real fast. Yasop is the worst dad in One Piece. Let me plead my case. Now, we have seen horrible fathers throughout the entirety of One Piece. And by the way, if you're wondering, yeah, severe One Piece spoilers, duh. But we've seen really shitty fathers everywhere, from Judge literally using his children as experimentation to Luffy's daddy who ran off, got milk, and never came back again. On top of that, there were several dead dads, i.e. Gold Roger. He really said, ooh, let me knock this bitch up and then go get myself executed. That sounds like a good idea, bitch. But I think Yasop is the worst, okay? Purely because of the disrespect, okay? Now, if you're unaware of the timeline, let me break it down for you a little bit. Yasop is part of Shanks' crew, right? Now, if we remember, Shanks and his crew kind of like, was around Luffy when he was younger, and that timeline spans everywhere from like a year and a half to 2 years. I don't think there was ever like an official timeline put out, but I know it was like in that range. So it was definitely at least over a year that Luffy kind of knew Shanks and his crew. Now, that does not mean that the crew was there permanently for 2 years. No, I mean, they still went off on their little adventures and everything, but they always like came back during that time period before they like left permanently, okay? Here's the thing though. If we recall, right, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Usopp, and Luffy are all from the East Blue. Now, according to the map in One Piece, there's the East Blue, the South Blue, the North Blue, and the West Blue. And like I said, those 5 characters were originally from the East Blue, which means that Yasop abandoned his own son in the same fucking sea as him. I don't think you guys realize just how fucking insane that is. Because also, if we'll recall, the East Blue is said to be the smallest of all 4 oceans. So he abandoned his son basically like right down the block. What the fuck? How do you even do that, dog? It's kind of impressive the lengths that he went to avoid that child support, like crazy. But also on top of that, we learn later on that Yasop had his kid purely so that his wife would have somebody when she died. Like, okay, no, that wasn't his exact point, okay? But like, that's literally what happened. He knocked that bitch up, let her have a kid, and just said, peace out, Girl Scout. I'm gonna go get drunk with a redhead down the street. What the fuck? If that doesn't make him the worst dad in that whole damn anime, I don't know what does. Because yeah, Judge was a piece of shit, but he was honest about it. Sure, Dragon is a deadbeat, but at least he raised somebody else's baby. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like every other dad, there's at least some amount of justification. Yasop just sucks. And that bitch still running away. You got legs for days, baby, what the fuck?